Hey guys, I was playing on Dueling Network and somebody asked me to do a deck profile of this, so I told them I'd go ahead and do it. This is my interpretation of Hero Gate for this format. A friend of mine sent me a list a couple days ago and I tweaked around with it and came up with this. I changed quite a few things in it. I went into a third Diamond Dude, I played Prisma over a second Voltic, I played the third Duality, I cut E-Call and Fusion Gate from 3 to 2. Swapped MSTs for Noblemen's, added Parallel World Fusion, took out a second Super Poly. I mean, their deck was fun. It could be a little more explosive at times than I think this one can be, but overall this one runs much more consistently. I mean, you have access to every Hero Fusion, and especially once we get a Scuriato, it's going to be even better. The only tech card I'm not so sure about at the moment is Parallel World Fusion. I haven't got this tested as much as I wanted. I just don't really draw into it on Duel Network. The idea that we're removing a lot of stuff with this deck, so Parallel would be sort of our own Avarice to recycle things back into our deck and allow us to maintain field presence even while we're out of cards and hand and things to remove to bring them. So it's just the reversal ideal for the deck that allows us to keep going. Down with the extra. The only thing I really have to say about the extra right now is the third Zero. It's kind of odd. Back and forth between that being Shining or Zero. I have games where I've wanted to be Shining and it's not, and then there's games where I've needed all three Zeros. The reason I've elected to play the third Zero at the moment is because of Super Poly and Bryo. I mean, people are still going to spam Bryo like none other, so if I have a chance to steal their Bryo, get rid of it and put Zero on the field, that is definitely worth it, because it's going to help me maintain field advantage against my opponent. So that's my reason for the third Zero over the third Shine. The friend of mine's build that he had sent me that I was mentioning earlier, another tech card he played was Safe Zone. I like the card a lot. Matter of fact, in some of my previous videos, I talked a lot of good about Safe Zone. I ended up taking it out. I'm a little scared of the triple MST heavy format right now. If I ended up using Safe Zone on my own monsters and lose it, it could be a negative to me. Not to mention, you got to remember that targeting is a game mechanic. If you attack and your opponent flips Deep Risen, you can't chain Safe Zone to save your monster. The targeting happens before everything else. But if they were to like Mirror Force or Dark Hole, that you can chain it to. Same deal with Trish. A lot of people are confused about Trish. The way Trish works is, being that it can hit all three of them, it hits all three at the same time, or as many of them as you want at the same time. Being that that can include the hand, which is it's forced to be at random, Trish can't target because it's hitting something random. And since that randomness is included with the entire effect as a whole, it negates the entire ideal of targeting. So you can't flip Safe Zone to stop something from Trish either. If you try and Safe Zone before, they're just going to remove the Safe Zone, you lose your monster anyways. The other good thing about Safe Zone is if your opponent is going to MST it, you could always flip it, chaining it, attaching it to one of their monsters. They'll lose their monster. Or with Trinity, it opens up an OTK opportunity. I mean, your opponent summons Tengu, and you're just like, flip Safe Zone on your Tengu, Fusion Gate into Trinity, smack into it for 3,300 apiece 3 times. That's over 9,000. Game over. So there's just all kinds of ideas that this deck can play around with. There's all sorts of text in and out that you can tweak to your own playstyle. This is just what I've elected to keep it at for now. If I come up with any more updates or anything like that, I'll try and keep those posted. But I've been off the wall with my videos lately. I've been moving from just the Gemini Hero to Absolute Zero to everything I could possibly think of. So I'm hoping you guys are liking all the additional and different content that I've started to post. Let me know what you think. So comment, rate, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.